Welcome to AI in 5. I'm your host, Simon Chris. Joining me today is Professor Marek Kowalkiewicz. Marek is a professor at the Queensland University of Technology. He sits on multiple AI and technology advisory boards and is a published author. And we're going to be chatting about the rise of digital minions. Hi, Marek, and thanks for joining me on AI in 5.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks for having me.
Now, you've been all over the world. I take it you're recording this from Australia today?
I'm in Australia. I'm in Brisbane. Not so warm these days. It's a bit cold here, but yes, I'm in Australia.
It is. Awesome. Well, let's get into it. We've only got 5 minutes. I want to focus on this fantastic book that you've written, The Economy of Algorithms. But it's the subtitle that really gets me, The Rise of Digital Minions. And, you know, with the movies that are just coming out right now, Despicable Me, minions are a thing. Tell me about the idea behind that.
Absolutely. So there are two ways of thinking about it. First of all, you know how everyone is talking about AI potentially destroying jobs and destroying the entire world, right? Some extreme views are saying that. And someone once said there was a show a few years ago who said, "I, for one, welcome our digital overlords," right? This was a case when a contestant lost against IBM Watson. I was very, very concerned about this statement because I know a bit about technology, I know a bit about AI, and I know that at least right now, all those algorithms, as sophisticated as they are not our overlords. They're a bit like minions, and like minions from the movie, right? Those yellow creatures.
Yeah.
So the idea here is that they really want to help, or they're here to help. There's plenty of them, lots of energy, and they can do it 24/7. But just like in that movie, you get them to do something, you look away for a few hours, a couple of days, and disasters start to unfold. So I thought it's important to have this metaphor of digital minions so that people think about AI as something that needs to be constantly, looked into and constantly controlled.
Yeah, so just keeping an eye on it more than anything.
Absolutely.
In the book, you do talk about, do algorithms dream of electric sheep? And I wanted to open the door on that one a bit too.
That's a big one on creativity. So if you asked me a few years ago if algorithms, if AI can be creative, I would say absolutely not. And then generative AI happened to all of us. And I'm starting to reconsider this response because what I see is this ability of algorithms to expand our creative space. I will not go as far as saying that algorithms and AI is creative or those are creative, but I will say that they help us in our creative efforts. And so the artists of the future will be like, the bookkeepers or tax accountants of today. They could do without technology, but there's no point, right? Why would you have a tax accountant without a spreadsheet, right?
Yeah.
In future, you'll be asking, why would you have a creative person without generative AI as a tool?
And let's go back a little to the concept of minions. And as you said, you talked about them, doing naughty things when they're not being watched. Are you starting to see examples of that?
Absolutely, all the time, all the time. And you've read some of the stories in the book. It's pretty much always the same. It is us humans that create algorithms that are very sophisticated and that they can do great things, but then we give them too much agency. We're so impressed by them that we look away. So we've seen Zillow's house buying or house flipping algorithm that was buying homes and trying to resell them at a higher price. But that algorithm was not trained on data from the COVID times for obvious reasons. There was no COVID pandemic before, and so it couldn't really predict the changes in market prices at that time. Everything would have been fine if humans looked into what the algorithm was doing, but ultimately the algorithm lost a lot of money. Because of that, a lot of human employees lost their jobs at Zillow, and so on and so on. Plenty of stories like this in the book.
Yeah, fantastic. And it is a great book. I would encourage anybody who hasn't read it yet to definitely do that.
And
Um,
an audiobook just came out.
oh, even better. Are you reading it yourself?
I wish I had, but the publishers said that they want something with a proper British accent. So I was
Oh,
completely off the list.
now there's some bias coming in.
That's right.
Listen, thank you. This has been a fantastic AI in five. As I always do, I love to just ask everyone, what is your one little tip for anybody starting out in AI that, just starting their journey?
Just have fun. There are so many tools around us. Don't wait for an idea or a strategy to emerge so that you know what you're doing. No, just have some fun. We've never had so many toys at our disposal. You can literally go to a website and create something with AI right now. Just do it. And at some stage, you'll realize this might be helpful.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Marek. We'll chat again soon.
Thanks, Simon.